Okay, greetings everybody, this is Shiro and Shadow, back again after that rudely interrupted crash. So far we've got the guy lying and trying to conspiracy to commit fraud, so we got ourselves right now things we need to deal with. So, at this point in time, it looks like we've pretty much had most of the game worked as intended, so it wasn't a big deal, so it didn't crash on us. Besides that, I don't know what caused that. So, hey, Smal, you're in time for part 2. Honestly, do these people take us for chumps? Honestly, Shadow, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised they'd take us for suckers these days. Hey, Fucking Wormus, chill. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can get this game to come back up again, and we're going to wait a little bit for it to register. Alright. Oh. Yeah, I got a Puggle boy that's demanding attention, so he's a little bit of a boyo. He's a boyo. Yes, he's being a little boy. No. So give this game a little bit of time to warm up, so... Alright, there it goes. That's good that Eggman got something for Father's Day. That's good. That's good. Alright. Let's see. Alright, we're at this one.
Okay, we're gonna keep this short. I'm already late for the DA. First up, Phelps, Bukowski. We got a report of a brand new Packard abandoned in an empty lot off 2nd Street between Olive and Grand. PR is one Oswald Jacobs says the vehicle was dumped in his backyard. There's a patrolman on site. Get down there and see what you can turn up. Any questions? Good, get going.
Okay.
I was door knocking all morning, but I gotta make on the car.
Better go earn our pathetic wages. Rimsky, O'Halloran. Intelligence has information on a stolen car racket.
An abandoned vehicle. We catch all the good ones, huh, fellas?
Sounds like there's more to it than that. Nobody dumps a shiny new Packard unless they borrowed it without asking.
You don't say. You're on fire today, Einstein.
Very funny.
Come on, my intense protege. Let's go save the world.
All right.
Guy. I heard he's an honest cop. There's an oxymoron for you.
You hear about Adrian? His boss in Seattle threw him out. Wife says she's gonna take him back.
Women generally show more compassion.
What are you talking about? Adrian dumped on her. He was humping the secretary. Margaret should show some pride.
Pride comes before a fall, Bukowski. Talking from experience. Phelps, traffic.
I'm Officer Houlihan. Cars down the alleyway, detectives.
We got a call about an abandoned vehicle.
Yes, sir. The car has flags. Might be some kind of diplomatic vehicle?
Has anyone touched this vehicle since you arrived?
No. And that Jacobs bird over there was on station before I got here.
We'll talk with him in a moment. Give us some time to look the place over.
Sure, take your time. He's a sore-headed old son of a bitch anyway.
Stealing the wheels is for amateurs. Car ring would have stripped it in a warehouse.
Okay.
We'll have to use the registration to trace the owner.
No, not that one. We already know.
Empty. It's owned by the Argentinian embassy. Must have taken the flag as a souvenir. Can't have any street value. Combination wrench. Must have used it to remove the wheel lugs.
Swab the underwear for traces of blood and semen.
Not much help.
Okay. Okay, so missing license plate, missing Argentinian flag, registration slip, missing wheel, and a alright. Okay. Alright. Alright, so let's see now. What do we gotta do? Alright. Okay. Alrighty. Not the map. Nope, not the map. We're not doing that. Nope.
Oswald Jacobs?
That's right.
What exactly happened here, Mr. Jacobs?
Last night, I was looking out of my window. I like to keep an eye on what's going on.
I can understand that.
You see this empty lot? Damn kids play stickball here. Always breaking my windows. Always asking for their ball back.
Can we get back to the car, Mr. Jacobs?
Don't be impatient, Sonny. Anyways, last night I see this brand spanking new Packard up on bricks.
Did you see who stole the Packard?
Hell yes, I did. I saw 3 goddamn Mexicans going to work on it.
Can you tell us what they were doing?
Using the headlights of an old Ford so they could strip the thing. I yelled out to them, "I'll call the cops." So they loaded up their car and drove off, tooting and hollering and yelling obscenities at me in Mexican.
You speak Spanish, sir?
No, I do not.
After the Mexicans left, you didn't go anywhere near the car?
After I scared them off? No, I didn't go anywhere near that car.
You went out to the car. Once they were gone, you had to take a look for yourself.
I was curious. Ain't no law against that. So what if I took a look around that car?
You're
You
correct.
can't be accusing me of nothing.
No, it's not the point.
me about the car they were driving.
It was an old Ford. I didn't catch the license number.
You look like the kind of guy who notices details.
You're right there. The car was old, but it looked brand new. Candy apple red paint job stands out a mile.
Okay.
What exactly did you see them take?
They was working on the tires. That's all that was took.
Uh-huh.
Right. So what did you take, Jacobs? Do you want my partner to pat you down?
I found a notebook in the glove compartment. I was going to show you. It's on the chair on my porch.
Okay.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Jacobs. You can speak to Officer Thibault about signing a formal statement.
When you get the car out of the way, maybe you could come back and do something about those kids.
How about we bring you an umpire's mask?
Okay, so we have the owner of the vehicle, a degenerate. I'll run John Madsen by R&I. Contact details on a William Dewey. This looks like business rather than pleasure.
All right.
I think we've wrung this place dry. Let's find a game well.
Let's find out.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Could you run the name Dewey Brothers? Possibly a dealership or car mechanics workshop.
One moment. Dewey Brothers Packard Dealership, 629 Figueroa Street.
Got it. Can you put me through to Michigan 2458, please?
Connecting you now. Hello, can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Can I speak to John Madsen, please?
He's at school, officer. What's this about? Is he in trouble?
How old is your boy, ma'am?
Just turned 16.
Wrong person, Mrs. Madsen. Sorry to disturb you.
All right. Cool.
Messages for me, please.
There's just one message for you, Detective. A four-door Packard, diplomatic license number Paul Robert 706, was reported missing this morning by Juan Francisco Valdez.
Could you have him brought in?
He's already here at Central, Detective. He's demanding an audience, as he calls it.
Thanks. Can you get a message to Captain Leary? Tell him we'll be in as soon as we can. Thanks for your help.
All right.
Can you cordon off this lot until we have the vehicle impounded?
Yes, sir, Detective.
Okay. Good to see you, Akina. So, yes, I can...
We'll follow up on the owner.
Basically, we have an Argentinian diplomatic car that basically was stripped of a tire. License plate was missing, an Argentinian flag was taken, and a wrench was used to take the tire off. So basically, Mr. Oswald Jacobs was the one that was able to give us the accurate information. This is part 2, Savannah, because the stream crashed when I was in the middle of this one, so I'm starting over from here to this part. So we're just finishing where we left off. So we're just about almost an hour and 50 minutes in, but right now we're about 18, almost 19 minutes in.
Get a statement from Jacobs, and I'll read your report back at the station.
Alright, so now we need to figure out what we're dealing with here. Okay, so we're going to go with... Okay, so we're going to do doubt, and lie. Alright. Okay, so right now we're going to be going with the Dewey Brothers dealership. That's what we're dealing with right now.
We can visit the Packard dealership or head back to Central and interview this Valdez character. Your call.
We'll deal with the dealership first. We're not going to be dealing with Mr. Valdez just yet.
So what's going on?
I've got friends who work at the Examiner. How about $50 for an exclusive?
Oh yeah, by the way, things aren't flying off their hinges right now. Shocking, isn't it? Keep track of it.
This has got to be the 50th abandoned vehicle call we have caught this year. One more, and I'm going to go crazy.
Not your favorite cases?
You kidding me? This is barely even police work. Of all the bad guys in this city, we get lumped with the ones who can't even be bothered to keep what they steal.
Any unit able to handle citizen reports at 211 in progress. 437 East 8th Street. Unit to handle code 3 identify.
We'll get the free roam later. We're not gonna be doing anything about it right now. Oh please, like I'm gonna be wasting my time dealing with this werecat. Shadow, be nice. What did I tell you about insulting the werecat? Lucky she's not here. She'd be flicking you on the back of the head. Oh please, like I can't.
You even have your license?
Slow down, we got things to do. Alright, Speedy, just be careful. Ow! Yeah, don't make her mad, you idiot. Drives like an old woman. Hey! Be nice to her, Shadow. You know better. Hey, I take the case seriously too, you know that. And yeah, Shadow, I think you might want to watch your mouth.
No way to drive.
Don't tell me, let me guess. You were making your way past the lot, caught sight of the new model 4-door, and couldn't help yourself. You could see yourself in that car and just had to take a closer look. Well, I can't say as I blame you.
All right.
LAPD, Mac. We'd like to speak with the owner.
That's me, William Dewey, proprietor, at your service.
We're investigating the theft of a Packard belonging to the Argentine embassy. Are you missing a combination wrench?
I don't know, Detective, but I know how we can find out. Follow me. We keep all our tools in here.
Mind if we look around?
Be my guest. You sure you guys aren't interested in a new car? Huh? Maybe a used car. I have some nice used cars for guys in your wage bracket.
Oh, please, like I'm interested.
Why don't you give us some alone time, Dewey? Go sell some cars or whatever it is that you do here.
One left.
Gabriel Delgado is missing a 3/4.
Okay. Darn, I want to get a King Cola. Well, you can't. Oh, shut up. I want to drink.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions. Packards are great cars, but this doesn't look like the kind of place favored by foreign embassies. How do you know Valdez?
I don't know Valdez. The embassy bought the car. All I know is he must know a quality car when he sees one.
And I know a shyster when I see one. You and Valdez are in this together.
Me and Valdez? I hardly know him. Valdez wouldn't wipe his shoes with me.
Uh-huh.
found your contact details in Valdez's notebook. He had to be calling you for something, Dewey.
Okay. So I met Valdez in a bar. We cut a deal and he bought the car through the embassy. I cut him some change on the side. It happens all the time.
God, this guy's sleazy as fuck.
Where can we find Delgado?
I don't know. Sure as hell isn't here.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Address, Dewey, or my partner shoves her head in a car door.
Okay, all right. Apartment 3, 103 Hill Street. And tell him from me, if he ever shows his face around here again, I'm gonna kick his butt from here to Kingdom Come.
A wrench from this dealership was used to strip the wheels from a Packard last night, Mr. Dewey. A couple of Hispanics were seen taking parts.
We've had a spate of thefts ourselves. Comes with the location. Thieving bastards will steal anything the minute your back is turned.
What are you hiding, Dewey? Spill it. You don't want the LAPD getting too interested in this place.
Right. So I hire a few illegals. It's cheaper than hiring returning GIs. They have less attitude. Downside is, they're a little light-fingered.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Dewey.
No problem. God damn that kid. I'm just an honest car salesman. Seems like you just don't know who you can trust these days.
An honest car salesman.
Going to movies,
right.
Dewey. You're missing your calling. Time to visit Gabriel Delgado. See how good his excuse is.
Honestly, this guy is sleazier than anything I've ever dealt with. Look, I'm just gonna be honest. At least Eggman has more honesty compared to this fuck. I mean, come on. Jesus Christ. Even Eggman wouldn't buy from this prick. Am I right, Sage? Am I wrong? You can tell me if I'm wrong. But holy crap, is this guy sleazy as hell. Ah, shut up. Ah, shut up, you fucking ass.
You read this story in the Examiner about the Navy developing three-dimensional movies?
What's a dimension?
You know, like a graph. Vertical axis is Y and horizontal is X.
Well, that's clear as mud.
Third dimension would be Z. So things would be popping out of the screen.
That's ridiculous. Scare people out of the theater. God's name would want that.
I don't know. People scoff at the idea of talkie using color. Look what we have now.
Actually, that is true. The Navy did technically develop 3D. At least, you know, they did develop it, so that's kind of true. So 3D was developed by the Navy, so yeah, that is correct. He said, honestly, Father would not take that kind of sleaze attitude lightly. Exactly. At least Eggman and I agree. I can't stand this idiot.
All units, shots fired, officer needs help. Chateau and Valencia. Chateau and Valencia. Shots fired, officer needs help. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
Alright. I had to do that. Honestly, even Eggman has more class than that guy. You know what's sad is the fact that in the 1940s, if you spent like close to $2,000 on a car, that was pretty high end for the time. I mean, to be honest, like this computer I have right now is almost the same equivalent to that for like $8,000. At least you get some. Also, why is the guy in the road? Why? Why is there a guy in a hat with a suitcase in the fucking road? Jesus. I'm sorry, but man, is that getting really ridiculous. Anyway, it's just amazing how a computer is like $8,000 in like 1960s, but yet a car today is like almost $40,000 or more. Almost as much as a house. Like, how? Computers used to be very expensive when they first came out, but holy crap, it's like, wow. It's cheaper to get a computer than it is to get a car. And seriously. Like, really? I don't know, it amazes me that, you know, for someone like me who does look at getting a car, honestly, they're expensive as hell. And you're not even that high end either. You know, a BMW can go for about $250,000, just like a, you know, Maserati or Mercedes. And I've seen plenty of those. Those are freaking money pits, man. Those are expensive to maintain and care for. Like, holy hell.
Open your eyes!
Well, I'm sorry I couldn't hit the brake in time, jackass. Get the... That was my mistake. That's not Shadow's mistake. That was mine. I own that one. Well, at least we got where we need to go. Yep. Yeah, screw it. We're gonna go to this apartment anyway.
Okay, let's see what Gabriel has to say for himself.
I just hope our Archangel hasn't already flown.
Alright, let's change the outfit. It's starting to...
What the hell is this guy doing?
Hold on. What room is he in again? Hold on. I don't remember. Residence. Okay, let me see. Resident. Oh, apartment 3. Okay, cool. I need to remember. Yeah. Let's say, crash on me. Thanks.
Yeah.
LAPD, ma'am. We're looking for Gabriel Delgado.
Gabriel?
We're from the police. Policia, you understand?
Yes, I understand. Could you come inside?
What is your name?
Ana Rodriguez.
Is Gabriel Delgado here? Ms. Rodriguez?
No. What do you want with Gabriel? Is he in trouble?
Stay where you are, Miss Rodriguez. We need to take a look around.
But he is not here. I have told you.
Check out the surrounds. I'll stay with the broad.
Okay, alright, so we're gonna look for the missing wheel, license plate, breakfast plates. Alright.
So how far along are you, Anna?
Nearly 20 weeks.
Right. So how's it gonna be when you go into labor and he's not around?
Souvenirs are a dumb move.
You are wrong about Gabriel. He will be a good father. Already
really?
He works hard to provide for us.
Right.
Unless you help us here, Anna, your little one won't be seeing Papa for a very long time.
Difficult to tell whether it's the suspect vehicle from the scene. Certainly Gabriel's pride and joy. Serving breakfast for two, Anna? You should have cleared up. Nope.
Honestly. Really?
Doesn't look like anything.
Diplomatic license plates.
Oh, for God's sake. No, I don't want to restart the case. No. We're not restarting the case. We have no need for that.
No good to me.
Okay, so no bar, so...
It looks like Valdez gets his wheel back.
Okay, what else? License plate, Mr. T flag. Alright. Looks like I got something. Okay, cool. Alright, so before we do that, we need to go to here. So we got ourselves not the map. No, we don't need the map right now. Okay.
You're in serious trouble, Miss Rodriguez.
But Gabriel is not here. I have done nothing wrong.
Okay.
Why did he steal the car, Anna?
The customer insulted him. He has his honor, no?
Okay, so that one is true.
His honor, Anna?
He said Dewey's friend tried to make a woman out of him. He no longer respects this man, Dewey. He took the car to show this maricon that he is a man.
Tell us the truth, Anna. Has Gabriel been here?
I haven't seen him for at least 3 nights.
You keep lying to me, and I'll send you and your baby to jail.
He lives here, but he hasn't come home. I swear it.
Enough, Anna. There are signs all over this place that he's been back.
He was here last night. I have never seen him so angry. He went out to his shed and put some things in it. I don't know what, and I don't want to know. I love him.
We found a license plate matching our stolen vehicle in the shed. Add in the assortment of parts, and we can make Gabriel for a dozen other thefts. It's time to get serious, Anna.
You must ask these questions of Gabriel. I know nothing of these car parts.
Then tell us where he is. If your baby is born in prison, Anna, the corrections officers will take it from you. You will see your son or daughter through a metal grate for half an hour a week.
The start line is on 1st and Santa Fe. There is a spillway under the bridge that leads to the river. Many policia have wrecked trying to follow him.
We will put in a good word for you, Anna. As far as we're concerned, this sits with Gabriel.
Start line. That sounds like a street race to me. It's gotten out of hand this last year. No wonder Delgado has...
Alright, before we do anything, before we do that, let's go to our suspect. Let's go to... Yes, we'll go to the police station and interview this guy.
Such an eye for fine automobiles.
We'll make him the last thing.
We know where the kid is. Let's go stop these clowns and get them off the streets.
We will, but we still need to...
Hey, that's that cop. Seems like a decent guy.
Honestly, curious to see what this diplomat has to say anyway. Alright, so interview room 2, so we do doubt, okay.
Do we have a Juan Francisco Valdez in for questioning?
Sure do, Phelps. Your bird's an interview, too. And get this, he's wearing gloves and doing his best not to touch anything. Can you beat that?
Sounds like we don't want to keep this guy waiting. It's this way.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
About time. Are you the senior officer I requested?
I'm Detective Phelps, and this is Detective Bukowski.
Have you any idea how long I've been waiting to speak with you? I am needed back at the consulate, and you keep me here like a common criminal.
All right, friend. Let's take a deep breath and start all over again.
Mr. Valdez.
Consul General. I insist on my full title.
Where did you purchase the car?
My secretary and driver arranged the purchase. A disreputable place, Dewey Brothers by name. As soon as I can have it arranged, I will have my Hispano Suiza brought up from Buenos Aires.
Okay.
Bought a Packard, Valdez? A snob like you doesn't drive an American car. I want answers or I'll smack you around the teeth.
William Dewey offered me a substantial bribe to make a purchase at his establishment. It is not unusual to make this kind of transaction in the civil service.
Don't tell that to the Argentine taxpayers.
Consul General, we have located your car. Can you tell us how it was stolen?
It must have been stolen from the consular garage. Terribly inconvenient, of course. I want the perpetrator soundly flogged.
Unfortunately, we don't do that here, Your Worship.
You have a pretty good idea who stole the car, don't you, Consul General? Are you going to tell me, or do I shake it out of you?
There's no call for violence. I suspect a
A disgruntled boy from the car dealership.
You have a name for this kid?
Gabriel, like the archangel. I have no surname.
So tell us about this kid, Gabriel. You had a run-in with him?
Mecánico. A presumptuous young man who did not know his place. He presumed to ask me questions.
We do a lot of presuming here in the United States, Consul General. It comes with the turf.
You fuck young boys, Valdez.
Are you a madman? This will cause an international incident.
Danny, Ben, Miguel, Tristan, and Teddy. Full lips. Ring any bells?
I'm sure we can come to some arrangement.
Gabriel, spill it.
A beautiful but impertinent boy. I mentioned rendezvous and the young man went quite insane. I thought he was going to kill me. I was prepared to pay.
We'll be in touch, Consul General.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn exit.
I don't care.
Finished with Valdez.
Thank God. I'll get rid of him in a couple of hours.
I swear, this guy's a fucking sleaze. First the dealer's an idiot, and now we got this? Hey.
Mouthpiece first stripped off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
What kind of man leaves his pregnant girlfriend at home while he goes off to play cards?
Pregnant girlfriends aren't always a barrel of laughs. Everyone needs to let off a little steam. Some guys wouldn't come back home at all.
Are you talking from experience?
Quick as we shut one of these races down, another one springs up somewhere else. Kids used to steal cars to sell them. Now they just want to wrap them around a lamppost. The next 16-year-old I have to peel off the sidewalk, you're calling the mother. I've had enough of those to last me a lifetime.
Get out of my way.
There's the red Ford. That's Delgado right there.
Quick! They're getting away! Phelps, 1247. Requesting assistance at 1st and Santa Fe. Reports of an illegal...
Leon Delgado.
I'm gonna find you!
Get away! Gonna lose him.
Yeah, if I can shake these assholes. Get out of my way. Fuck out of my way!
Delgado was our boy. Forget the others.
Step on it, Phelps. Take him out.
Fuck out of my way.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
swag hitting a red Ford.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
Dude, get that ass. Oh, no, you don't.
Damn it, Cole, hold it steady.
Gabriel Delgado, you're under arrest for grand theft auto.
Fuck you, puto! You should speak to the maricón. Valdez, I showed him. Now who's the man? I should burn his fucking car.
You got a foreign dignitary outed as a fruit and a kitty raper, a car dealer we're gonna let slide for the kickbacks, and a street punk car thief who sure as hell won't be taking liberties with other people's autos again anytime soon. That, Detective Phelps, is not a bad haul. You keep your chin low and your hands high, and you keep bringing me clearances just like that one. That's textbook policing, and we need more of it in this department.
We did it. Yep, we did. $88 in damage, $10 damage to the city. Not too bad. Agreed.
You have any plans for weekend Liberty, Jack?
My sisters have been working in Los Angeles in a bomber factory. They're coming down to visit. I'm meeting them at the station at 6.
Good for you, Jack. Are they cute?
They're my sisters, Hank.
Attention! Final inspection before Liberty.
Good job, Kelso.
Are we going somewhere, gentlemen? Full inspection. It had better be exceptional if any of you want liberty this weekend.
That's good.
Kelso, this carbine. The bore is dirty.
No, it isn't.
Are you arguing with me, Kelso?
Do what you need to do, Sergeant. You know the bore is immaculate.
Weekend liberty canceled. 2-day field drill. Clean this rifle.
No.
Do you know the penalty for insubordination, Kelso? Jack, don't do it.
Forget him, Hank. He doesn't have what it takes.
Are you two finished? Are you going to clean this rifle?
No, Sergeant. Cole is right. I'm going to stop playing games and join a rifle company and fight the real enemy.
Alright. Oh boy, this case. Oh boy.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down to 1 round.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with 1 round.
I just wish he'd hurry up and propose already.
I don't care. I don't go in for letting gangsters off scot-free.
So it looks like in this case we got a hit and run.
Hell.
I don't want to be rude, but I ain't got time for talk.
Looks like the DA is going to press charges. And Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA. She suffered enough.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes conviction.
I'll convince him to let it go.
How do you do that?
I'll give him something better.
All units 211 in progress, 933 South Broadway. Any center unit able to handle identified?
Holy crap. Wow.
Detectives, over here.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Thick as a white male named Lester Patterson. Walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there and he ended up here. Dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the yellow brick road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're going to take a look around.
Alright, before we do that, we did that one, so what's next? Alright, we got this one. Okay, alright. Eyewitness report. Okay, so we start with... Yes, alright, makes sense.
Phelps, you should take a look at the body. Poor guy didn't stand a chance.
Well.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Okay.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Oops. Fuck! It was not right. Ah! We're gonna redo that one real quick. That was a big fuck up. Okay. That was bad. Okay. You idiot. We almost blew the case. Alright. So now we get a synopsis. So what did you do to take over? You idiot. I'm sorry, Shadow. Thank you.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
Straight through the red light. Bet you never saw it.
Mouthpiece torch strips off me at the grand jury. Case is thrown out. Not a deal.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down one round.
Isn't that the cop who solved the big case and got promoted?
I don't want to be rude, but I ain't got time for talking.
Looks like the DA is going to press charges. Anna Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA. She suffered enough.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes convictions.
I'll convince him to let it go.
How do you do that?
I'll give him something better.
Shadow. Trying to stop at the line next time. Oh, shut up. Shadow. We're trying to solve a case. Not waste time.
Detectives, over here. Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Thick as a white male named Lester Patterson walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here, dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the yellow brick road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're going to take a look around.
Phelps, you should take a look at the body.
Landed on his face and ended up here. The car must have struck him from behind. Patterson has life insurance. What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
Sounds about right.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers. Careful where you're stepping, Phelps. I don't come down to the station house and tap dance on your desk.
I do admit that would be pretty funny, though. Okay, what the fuck is this?
A knife covered in blood.
What the fuck?
Could be a steak knife. This is a hit-and-run case, Phelps. Anyone could have thrown away a kitchen knife.
In any case, we'll want tech services to scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife.
Jesus Christ. First, okay. Guy got hit and run, so it means someone might have stabbed him after death. So in other words, after he died on impact, somebody did that.
This blood is a long way from the body. The car must have been going like a bat out of hell.
Likely, yes.
So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
It's all yours, Detective.
Alright, so let's see. Okay, let's see. We got identification card. I gotta find that. Blood splatter, tire marks. Okay. I need to find the identification card. Alright, hold on.
Find anything interesting? Catch all the good ones, Phelps.
We can notify next of kin.
Yep, found a wallet.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
And what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Alright. True.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first 3 letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were 2 voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things are pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Okay.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so?
Mm-hmm.
I hope you find that driver and put him away.
That's the plan.
You certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
Alright.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room.
Let's take a look at the paper. Let's see what it says.
Courtney, come in. Have a seat.
Thanks, Doctor.
How are you finding working at the clinic?
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can, unfortunately, be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the past, these people were condemned to sanatoriums. If we can reveal the root of the problem, then we have a chance to help them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I was expecting more, Doctor. I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
How is it possible to keep so many of them on their medications, Doctor? Many of their addictions are illegal.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be illegal is actually of benefit to society at large.
I don't know about that, to be honest with you. I don't buy that one. Do you guys? Do any of you buy what he just said there? Look, Eggman might be, well, a villain of sorts, but at least he has standards. At least he's not this shady. I mean, even he wouldn't tolerate this doctor's attitude. I mean, am I wrong? At least a villain has some standards. Doesn't mean it's perfect, but it sure as hell ain't this. I mean, My God. I wouldn't expect that somebody worse than Eggman could be even more terrifying than that. Holy hell, is that ridiculous? Hold on. Just getting some stuff out of the dryer. Not the dryer, the dishwasher in a moment. Okay. Okay, alright. Now, where is... No, it's not that. Now you're somewhere. Alright. I know I have an ice cream scoop somewhere. I know that. Before I do, let me put this back in there so it doesn't melt. Alright. Spoons. I know, I'm just grabbing something because I'm trying to get a little bit of a snack. A little smack, to say the few. Oh yeah. How you guys liking this reboot so far? Not crashing on you much, is it? Ah, there it is. Oh, that. I swear, these things just like to... I swear these things like to change around so much. It's annoying as hell. Also, why am I looking for ice cream in the fridge? I'm an idiot. Alright, okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. This case is making me want to settle down, get into this. So what would your father think of this guy?
Wrinkled was not one of the things I
Detective
wanted to
Phelps
be
of
when
the
I grew
LAPD.
up.
How can I help, Detective?
Name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
Sounds like my current significant other that hates booze. Not surprised. But we don't fight over shit.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave? What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy?
Leroy Sabo, the owner.
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
Bartenders hear all sorts of things. Are you going to tell me, or do we have to start playing rough?
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
Is Leroy doing well?
Hell no. The only thing keeping this place afloat are the poker games.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm going to need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
I agree. Doc would find your father would find him
Operator, message
sus
for
at first,
KGPL.
but yeah, I already don't trust this guy doctor at all.
Now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thanks.
Alright.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
Sorry, Phelps, do you mind if I get on with this?
Alright. Hold on. We gotta get this place checked off. Hold on, let me see. Okay. So what am I not checking off here? Okay. Oh, I get it. I'm not asking locals anything.
Real happiness is when you marry a girl for love and you find out later she's got money.
If olive oil comes from olives, where does baby oil come from?
I don't even want to know.
Wrinkled was not one of the things I wanted to be when I grew up.
Okay.
I'm at a loss.
We've got to track down that Lincoln, Phelps. We find the car, and then we nail the driver.
Alright. Alright, so we gotta go to... Alright, so we did that. Okay, so we got... Coroner's report, blood trail, identification card, insurance letter. Okay. Butterfly knife, did that. What am I missing? Huh. Oh, what am I missing here?
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
Let's see. Okay. Alright. So let's see. We got this guy. Okay. Alright. Okay.
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
You see. Okay, so got the knife, got that categorized. Trying to see what else is missing. Nope. Go back.
You need to take this up with Leroy.
Let's see, the trash can. Let's see.
We've got a couple
Another
of leads
day,
to run down.
another dollar.
Do you have it under control here?
Sure. As soon as the coroner gives the word, I'll finish up here.
Alright. Alright. There we go.
So the wife was there when it happened, but then left the scene.
Right. That's pretty unusual behavior.
She could be in shock. I saw some people do some strange things in the war after their buddies got hurt.
Maybe. Maybe she doesn't give a fuck. According to the patrons, her old man was a piece of work.
You don't think...
Phelps, the guy was run over. So it worked out well for this broad. So what? Maybe she deserved to catch a break. Who knows?
All units in the vicinity, see the security guard at 459 there now at 536 South Figueroa. Unit to ammo code 2 identified.
Jesus, Shadow. Careful on the driving, pal. We got a case to solve, you know that. Yeah, but that's not an excuse to cause an accident, dummy. You know cops get in trouble for causing these things, right? Yeah, so... Shadow, we're trying to represent law enforcement here. We're trying to be good, not ridiculous. And your point being... Oh my goodness gracious, Shadow, are you really this much of an ass? Seriously? No, I just figured I'd be a little bit difficult. Why? Because I'm not gonna be good at duties like you. Oh, shut up, Shadow. For crying out loud. Almighty, man.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Can you tell me what happened?
What's to tell? He got hit by a car and now he's dead.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here.
I beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
Alright. Alright. Doubt, lie, okay. Alright.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Heard I had no chance.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Admit it, you were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
The bartender said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
You're being economical with the truth, Lorna.
You want to back that up, little man?
You increased the premium on Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a $10,000 payout.
It was Leroy's idea. Lester lived on the edge. He was always getting into fights, crap games, pinochle, you name it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit and run detective.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
Honestly, I'd love to clock this guy in the fucking mouth. Now, where's the phone? Hold on, the phone's here somewhere. Where is it? Phone. Ah! Where is it in this house? Where the fuck's the phone? Oh, there it is.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Messages, please.
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thanks, ma'am.
Alright, so looks like our guy's been stabbed, apparently. Well. Fell under no shit, Sherlock. I could have told you that. Yeah, well, you wasn't. You know I'm a curious guy, you know that. Right. Next thing you know, I'm eating all those chili dogs. don't eat all the chili dogs while driving, you asshole. Oh, please. Shadow, you're the one that keeps staining the seats, damn it. I keep trying to get it clean, but no, you guys gotta make it messy. What? I like to drink. Well, the seats aren't asking for a fucking drink, you idiot. Honestly. You really think I'm awful? Shadow? You are the messiest eater when it comes to driving, you know that? This is why they should say, don't eat and drive. Oh, really? Yes, really. You know how hard it is to clean these car seats? At least you put some work into it. Oh, shut up. I should make you scrub toilets. Yeah, right. Me cleaning them? Not exactly the kind of thing to do, you know.
Goddamn drag racers!
Walk into a bar. You think one of them would have seen it? That's the guy.
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
We found a knife in the alleyway.
Where is it now? Was it bagged?
By Patrolman Kaplan.
Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him. Murder 1. We were right there and they tried to stare us down. Now they'll both get the gas chamber. We have the knife, we have the coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness. Let's bring her in.
Hold on. Before we do that, let's see. Sheldon. Alright, we need to go to that one first. We need to go to that residence first.
How bad is it? Come on, you can tell me.
Yeah? When'd you learn to walk slow?
son of a bitch right there. William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
We have the knife, we have the coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Shiro as a witness. Let's bring her in.
That coward thinks he can run from everything.
That's it. Shadow, just gun it. Who cares? On it.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
No wonder he killed someone, driving like this.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Don't let that asshole get away.
Son of a bitch. Slam the pedals, Shadow. Can't let him get away. No shit.
He's heading into the station. Go on, get after him.
Son of a bitch.
Hold it right there, Shelton! That was a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton.
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Shelton.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
So, initial report came back with an ID on our victim, Lester D. Pattison of 182 North Hope Street. Captain wants us there double quick.
For God's sake. Really?
All units, officer needs assistance, 540 West 9th Street at Uncle Sam's Army Supply, 540 West 9th Street. Unit can handle code 2, identify.
I don't have time to handle these other calls. I got shit to do. I know. Right now, this is not looking good. You need to go tell Miss Patterson the problem.
That's disgusting. Didn't you ever hear Vern?
It's him, the cop in the newspaper.
spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna. Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand
Nice of
jury.
you to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear, telling me how he had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up!
bases covered, baby.
I had nothing to do
You
with it.
think I'm gonna fry for you,
He's a
Lorna?
crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake!
Jesus
Too late,
Christ.
Sabo. Sabo, stop or I will shoot.
You really are an idiot, dude.
Last chance to surrender, Sabo.
Are we gonna make a bargain or what?
How long do you think you can hold out?
Help me!
Asshole. Perfect headshot.
You look spooked, Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
It never gets any easier, Bukowski.
Fucking asshole. He deserted. You know what, Shadow? You're right. He had a chance to surrender, but he didn't. He chose not to.
So, I give you a hit and run. You bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
If only he surrendered. Yeah, well, he could have, but there was no choice. Oh. Oh boy. A slip of the tongue, huh? Ah, what is this?
Phelps, Bukowski. B-Cop says he located a green Kaiser Fraser from the hot sheet. Address is 6 West 2nd Street. Get over there, see what you can find out. Go on. Sorry to inconvenience you.
We're on it,
Peanuts
Captain.
are walking down the street. One was assaulted.
I swear the more bent cars we bring in, the longer the hot sheet gets.
It pays the rent, though. Keeps Mrs. Phelps in the manner to which she's accustomed.
I'm not sure she'd agree with you.
Passionate, romantic type like you, Cole? I don't believe a word of it.
He was in the bathtub, and he'd taken one of his fingers.
That's disturbing, but okay.
Guy gave his wife a tap. I said,
Want to grab your food and catch up on the roof here?
Is there a reason? Joe, you caused that. Shut up. Really? Yeah.
They're calling her the Dahlia now. Wonder what Veronica Lake makes of that one.
what a case. You hear whether they're making any progress?
Captain Donnelly seems to think they have it all wrapped up. Brown and Green are sweating this Manley character. I heard it'll be in front of a grand jury by next week.
Poor thing. Terrible enough being murdered like that without having been dead. strewn all over the front seat.
For those that don't know what the Black Dahlia case was, it was about Elizabeth Short that was murdered in 1948. So we don't know how she died or anything. Well, she was murdered, but they didn't exactly be able to pinpoint how, because the guy who did it is probably dead, and no one really knows what led up to that. So they don't know the cause that led up to it.
That's the car, Cole. Just pulling out of the drive. Get him. Remember, we need him healthy enough to answer questions.
1247, Detective Phelps, requesting immediate backup in pursuit of a stolen green Kaiser Frazer from 6 West 2nd Street.
Fuck out of my way. Lay into his wheel arches. Come on. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
All right. Maybe I was a couple miles over the speed limit.
Get bracelets on him, Phelps. I'll call it in.
Car 11K to
Out of the
KGPL.
car now.
Suspect in custody requires transport back. Why did you...
Alright, hold on. Let's see, next case. Alright, for those of you that don't know, okay, maybe you do. Alright, the next case is called... Alright, it's called Slip of the Tongue. Where is that? Alright. Slip of the tongue. Let's figure out what this one is, so. Alright. Slip of the tongue. Okay. Alright. Cool. Got it. Alright. Slip of the tongue. Okay. What are we dealing with here? Checklist. My checklist. No. Hold on. Alright. So, here's what we need to do. Okay. Alright. So, we got Cliff Harrison. So, we got to answer him there. Okay. Alright. So, now we got to figure this out. Oh. And before you ask, yeah. This is the guy you probably want to shoot in the face. I already know.
Run from us. I saw a big car in my rearview mirror with two tough guys bearing down on me. What would you do?
What's your name?
Cliff Harrison.
You're under arrest.
For what? What are you talking about?
Nice try. I'm talking about the car being stolen.
You're out of your mind. I bought the car, and I've got the paperwork to prove it.
Looks like we'll have some questions for the people at Coombs Automotive. You purchased this car from Coombs Automotive Company?
Yeah, that's right.
And the ownership papers?
From the same place.
If this is a forgery, it's top-notch. This will need to be traced. You have a criminal record, Mr. Harrison?
No, nothing like that.
You better give us something, Cliff, or we're gonna make this hard on you.
I didn't steal the car. I ran because I've got some wacky backy in the glove compartment.
How much, Cliff?
1 reefer.
We'll let it slide. You're in enough trouble. Who did you deal with at Coombs Automotive?
The owner, Richard Coombs.
Oh, great.
And he made out the bill of sale personally?
Of course he did. He kept a facsimile for his records. Check with him.
We're going to get to the bottom of this, Harrison. Until we do, you're going downtown.
You gotta be kidding me. I'm getting arrested for buying a goddamn car?
If everything is legit, Harrison, you'll be out soon. Until then, if I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut.
Bag his possessions as evidence and have him arraigned for Grand Theft Auto.
Right, Detective.
Do you know who my father is?
We need to get to Coombs Auto and check out Harrison's story.
Oh, great.
You know what? I think he's telling the truth.
Some of the most convincing people you will ever listen to are born liars. Usually they're called politicians.
The paperwork all looked above board, and he seemed like a clean-cut kid.
Well, I get it now. You see some kid who's basically you 5 years ago and assume he's got to be innocent.
I'm more than happy to be proved wrong.
Hey, if he'd been black or Hispanic, you'd be singing a different tune. You spout all this communist crap about treating everybody the same, but it only works one way.
I'm not sure that's communism, Stefan.
Oh, God, please. Not another history lesson from the man who single-handedly won the war.
Are you finished?
Yes. I feel much better now. We'll shake down the car dealer and take it from there. Unless his daddy plays golf with yours, of course. In which case, we'll give him a firm gentleman's handshake and be on our way.
See? I knew you weren't finished.
Yeah, so if any of you are still paying attention, you know what we're dealing with. Trust me, I think even your father would want to shoot this guy coming up. You'll see why this guy's a sleaze.
Not another step. I have got a Buick Century sedan that would be absolutely perfect for you.
Detective Phelps,
Oh,
LAPD, are you the
3,
owner?
2,
That's
1.
right. Richard Coombs, at your service. You looking to trade in a black and white, boys?
Mr. Coombs, we're investigating an auto theft. A man by the name of Cliff Harrison claims he bought the car here.
Well, some people would say that my cars are a steal. That's a joke, son.
Very amusing, Mr. Coombs.
I remember Harrison. It was a green two-tone Kaiser Frazer, if I remember rightly.
Do you have the bill of sale?
It's in my office. Walk this way. That's a joke too, son.
Phelps, you mind if I shoot this guy? He's getting on my nerves.
You know what? Yeah. Please, please, for the love of God, shoot this fucker. Honestly. You know what? I agree. I'd love to pull my pistol out and shoot this asshole. Jesus Christ, this guy.
Here it is. Got the original pink slip there, too.
Gene Archer, 146 North Fremont Avenue. Harrison's purchase receipt was legit, at least. We have a couple of questions.
All right, fellas. Shoot.
Can you tell us how you came to buy the car?
Girl just wandered in right off the street.
Nothing unusual about the car.
Not really my usual type of vehicle. The price was certainly right, though. Nice girl, but about as sharp as a bag of wet mice.
Did you pay with check or cash?
A check. She wanted it made out to cash, but I insisted. Man has to watch his cash flow.
What name?
I made it out to Gene Archer on the Bank of Arcadia.
Can you describe this Gene Archer?
Brunette, maybe 25, 26. Little on the plump side, but not bone ugly.
Jesus Christ. Wow. Ouch. Oh, man. Anyone else feel like even Eggman would get disgusted with this guy? Seriously?
What was your impression of her?
Kind of harried and harassed. In a hurry to go somewhere, but no place to go. You get to know the type.
Do you know anything about the company that prints these pink slips?
Nope. Should I? It isn't exactly my business.
It says Marquee Printing. You've never heard of them?
Marquee. Sure. They do all the government red tape. You'll find the place down on Aliso Street near San Pedro.
When exactly did you hand over the check, Mr. Combs?
Close of play on Friday.
Why didn't you pay her cash? You knew the car was dirty.
I had an inkling. When people are in a hurry for money, always pay by check, son. Gives you a couple days to back out.
It's not wrong.
This was all above board.
Yes, of course it was.
Uh-huh.
Did this look legitimate to you, Coombs?
I'm in used cars, son, not bearer bonds. In my business, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Now don't come on all high and mighty with me if you want my help.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Coombs. We need to continue the investigation.
Hope you sort out your problem with Mr. Harrison. Go easy on him, son. Boy's about as sharp as a bowling ball. He's built too low. The fastballs fly over his head.
Let me shoot this guy, please.
You have a pleasant day, Mr. Coombs.
Okay. How many of you in the audience would want to shoot this fucker in the face? I'm serious. This guy is one of the worst comedians I have ever heard. I've seen a lot of shady people, but wow, is this guy awful. Holy crap, is he bad. Now, for those thinking I'm bashing the actor and everything who did this, it's not to them, so they can relax. It's just the character in this. Wow, is this guy one of the people I really would not want to deal with. Ugh.
Well, Harrison might be off the hook, but we can still run an APB on Gene Archer. Get on the horn and call it in.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Refuses to accompany me to church.
Requesting an APB on Gene Archer, age approximately 25, on suspicion of Grand Theft Auto.
I'll relay the information.
Messages for me, please.
A James Velasco is being held at Central Station on suspicion of GTA. Possible link to the Harrison case. They're waiting on you to conduct the interview.
Thank you.
Oh, sister, I was so tight I couldn't walk.
Here's a chicken and egg question for you. Do you think you have to be an asshole to sell cars? Or that selling cars turns you into an asshole?
You've got...
Good question. Anyone want to answer that? Does selling cars turn you into an asshole, or do you become an asshole when you sell cars?
Got it in for everyone today, haven't you?
I've always got it in for car sales. Doesn't matter what day it is. And why do they always think they're comedians when they're about as funny as a heart attack?
Maybe the more annoying they are, the quicker you sign on the dotted line, just to get the hell out of there.
Chesapeake and Ohio twin-unit diner serves two useful purposes. Eating is one of them, and then when the dishes have been cleared away and the shades fall, the car is readily converted into a motion picture theater with seats for 50 persons.
Honestly, there are some people on YouTube that are just as funny as a heart attack. Honestly, there are. Neither do I, because honestly, it's one of those things I'm just like, wow. But, you know what, Sage? Even though you may not have a good answer, I want to see you try to answer it anyway. I want to see if others can try to answer as close as you can. We'll see who's the closest.
You don't have to miss that picture you wanted to see, nor your favorite star. Now you can see them underway on board the Theater on Rail.
Empty. Should have known that Archer broad would have given us a false address.
We should go to the station, see what this Velasco guy has to say.
I want to see even if your father could answer the question too. Because honestly, I want to know. I honestly think one can become an asshole even without having a job like that. Actually, that's kind of true. What does Logan think of that? I'm curious what Akina thinks of that question, too. Honestly? It's just... Oh, let me turn the music down a little bit. There we go. I like the music, but I can get in serious trouble for that. Well, if you ever do have an answer, I want to see you try and answer it, Logan. So don't feel too bad if you don't have the right answer. That's fine. That's the whole point. It's trying to see if people know or not. Emma can even answer the question. She can. Alright. Alright, that at least seems to be the most likely answer, but we'll see.
And what can I do for you, gentlemen?
I'm a traffic detective from Central Division. Who's in charge here?
I am, Gordon Lightfall. What's this about?
We understand that your company prints California vehicle titles.
Yes, I have the government contract to print pink slips. I've done for some years.
Have you had any goods or equipment stolen recently? We're running up against stolen cars with seemingly legitimate paperwork.
Not recently. Have you ruled out forgery? There's no shortage of talented artists in this town.
We'll keep it in mind.
Doesn't appear to be connected.
Well, I trust you've got all that you need.
Advice?
Sounds like James Belasco was picked up the same as Harrison. Let's get down to Central and hear his excuse.
Alright. We'll come back to this guy later then.
Detectives, Velasco is prepped and ready in 2. Another stolen car with legit papers.
Thanks.
I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with...
Honestly, what is it with these people always thinking like, ooh, we're comedians? No, you're not fucking comedians. You're fucking atrocious. Jesus Christ, people. Honestly.
Drink. I got the jitters again.
Crummy bastard.
James Velasco?
I want a lawyer. It's my car and I got the proof right here. Take a look for yourself.
The paper is real enough, Velasco, but the car isn't yours. This pink slip is a forgery. Where were you taking the car, James?
Blow it off, greenhorn. You'll get nothing from me.
You're a two-time loser. If you don't give me something, I'm gonna ask the DA for the maximum. You're looking at 10 years, Velasco. Kiss your youth goodbye.
I want a deal.
Keep talking and we'll see what sort of deal you're worth.
My job is to drive the cars out of state. Nevada, Arizona, sometimes New Mexico. With the paperwork they provide, it's normally a breeze.
Does the name Jean Archer mean anything to you?
Nope. Never heard of her.
You're a liar, James.
Say that again. I'm telling the truth. I don't know the broad.
Stolen vehicle. Oh, there it is.
As soon as you get tired of this copper, you let me know.
Whoops. Messed that up. Fuck. I did that wrong. Hold on. I'll have to redo it. Fuck. Yes, gotta deal with these idiots again.
Phelps, Bukowski. B-Cop says he located a green Kaiser Fraser from the hot sheet. Address is 6 West 2nd Street. Get over there and see what you can find out. Go on. Sorry to inconvenience you.
We're on it, Captain.
Alright, we'll do this case again tomorrow, because I think I'm gonna probably take a break. But yeah, I'm glad this game actually works, and yes, I know you saw me fuck up that answer, but we'll do it again later. So, I could make a bet with you guys. You want me to just do this case until we get to the next one? Like, what do you guys want me to do? You want to keep going? Or do you want me to just call it night here? It's up to you guys. Remember, the decision's not just with me, it's all with you. You guys as the audience, you're allowed to give your consent if you want me to stop or if you want me to keep going. It's entirely your choice. So, whatever you guys say is up to you. I'll read your comments in a moment. I'll give you a moment. Let me see what the question. Let me see here. No, nothing. All right. Yeah, I'll keep going.
I swear the more bent cars we bring in, the longer the hot sheet gets.
It pays the rent, though. Keeps Mrs. Phelps in the manner to which she's accustomed.
I'm not sure she'd agree with you.
Passionate, romantic type like you, Cole? I don't believe you.
Those bike boys get any on the side?
calling her the Dahlia now. Wonder what Veronica Lake makes of that one.
What a case. You hear whether they're making any progress?
So Captain Donnelly seems to think they have it all wrapped up. Brown and Green are sweating this Manley character. I heard it'll be in front of a grand jury by next week.
Poor thing. Terrible enough being murdered like that without having to be dead. Strewn all over the front of you.
That's the car, Cole. Just pulling out of the drive. Get him. Remember, we need him healthy enough to answer questions.
1247, Detective Phelps, requesting immediate backup in pursuit of a stolen green Kaiser Frazer from 6 West 2nd Street.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out. Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
All right. Maybe I was a couple miles over the speed limit.
Give it up,
Get
LAPD!
Phelps. I'll call it in.
Why did you run from us?
Alright, let's get this part taken care of first.
I saw a big car in my rearview mirror with 2 tough guys bearing down on me. What would you do?
What's your name?
Cliff Harrison.
You're under arrest.
For what? What are you talking about?
Nice try. I'm talking about the car being stolen.
You're out of your mind. I bought the car, and I've got the paperwork to prove it.
Looks like we'll have some questions for the people at Coombs Automotive. You purchased this car from Coombs Automotive Company?
Yeah, that's right.
And the ownership papers?
From the same place.
If this is a forgery, it's top-notch. This will need to be traced. You have a criminal record, Mr. Harrison?
No, nothing like that.
You better give us something, Cliff, or we're gonna make this hard on you.
I didn't steal the car. I ran because I've got some wacky backy in the glove compartment.
How much, Cliff?
1 reefer.
We'll let it slide. You're in enough trouble. Who did you deal with at Coombs Automotive?
The owner, Richard Coombs.
And he made out the bill of sale personally?
Of course he did. He kept a facsimile for his records. Check with him.
We're going to get to the bottom of this, Harrison. Until we do, you're going downtown.
You gotta be kidding me. I'm getting arrested for buying a goddamn car?
If everything is legit, Harrison, you'll be out soon. Until then, if I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut.
Bag his possessions as evidence and have him arraigned for Grand Theft Auto.
Right, Detective.
Do you know who my father is?
We need to get to Coombs Auto and check out Harrison's story.
What? I think he's telling the truth.
Some of the most convincing people you will ever listen to are born liars. Usually they're called politicians.
Or Hollywood idiots. Hey, they're almost the same.
The paperwork all looked above board, and he seemed like a clean-cut kid.
Uh-huh. Well, I get it now. You see some kid who's basically you 5 years ago and assume he's got to be innocent.
I'm more than happy to be proved wrong.
Hey, if he'd been black or Hispanic, you'd be singing a different tune. You spout all this communist crap about treating everybody the same, but it only works one way.
I'm not sure that's communism, Stefan.
Oh, God, please. Not another history lesson from the man who single-handedly won the war.
Are you finished?
Yes. I feel much better. We'll shake down the car dealer and take it from there. Unless his daddy plays golf with yours, of course. In which case, we'll give him a firm gentleman's handshake and be on our way.
See? I knew you weren't finished.
Jeez, that guy really was a Karen. What do we call those people in the 40s? I can't remember.
The government threat with chemical ignites and explodes when wet. The alkali lake is devoid of fish and forms an admirable disposal spot. The 3,500 pounds of cable crashes to a foot of ice. As the water seeps in, smoke rises to a series of muffled explosions. The acrid clouds billow several thousand feet over the steep sides of the lake. Disposal of the chemical by the War Assets Administration is made necessary because no public carrier will accept it for transportation or purchase. One after another, with varying effects, the containers go up with spectacular results as water and sodium meet.
Every man for himself. I got your plates.
Careful, you'll cause an accident.
This asshole.
Not another step. I have got a Buick Century sedan that would be absolutely perfect for you.
Detective Phelps, LAPD, are you the owner?
That's right. Richard Coombs at your service. You looking to trade in a black and white, boys?
Mr. Coombs, we're investigating an auto theft. A man by the name of Cliff Harrison claims he bought the car here.
Well, some people would say that my cars are a steal. That's a joke, son.
Very amusing, Mr. Coombs.
I remember Harrison.
Annoying.
It was a green two-tone Kaiser Frazer, if I remember rightly.
Do you have the bill of sale?
It's in my office. Walk this way. That's a joke too, son.
Phelps, you mind if I shoot this guy? He's getting on my nerves.
You know what? That'd be the same. That's pretty much how I'm summing it up. I think everyone here would each decide who to shoot. Well, how about I shoot him? No, I shoot him. No, I shoot him.
Here it
I
is.
shoot him. No, I
Got
shoot
the
him.
original pink slip there too.
No, I shoot him because I can be accurate. Oh, really? You think I can't? Yeah. You can barely hit the broadside of a fucking barn. Oh, please.
Gene Archer. 146 North Fremont Avenue. Harrison's purchase receipt was legit, at least.
Right.
We have a couple of questions.
All right, fellas. Shoot.
Can you tell us how you came to buy the car?
Girl just wandered in right off the street.
Nothing unusual about the car.
Not really my usual type of vehicle. The price was certainly right, though. Nice girl, but about as sharp as a bag of wet mice.
Did you pay with check or cash?
A check. She wanted it made out to cash, but I insisted. Man has to watch his cash flow.
What name?
I made it out to Gene Archer on the Bank of Arcadia.
Can you describe this Gene Archer?
Brunette, maybe 25, 26. Little on the plump side, but not bone ugly.
Ouch. That kind of hurts.
What was your impression of her?
Kind of harried and harassed. In a hurry to go somewhere, but no place to go. You get to know the type.
Do you know anything about the company that prints these pink slips?
Nope. Should I? It isn't exactly my business.
It says Marquee Printing. You've never heard of them?
Marquee. Sure. They do all the government red tape. You'll find the place down on Aliso Street near San Pedro.
When exactly did you hand over the check, Mr. Combs?
Close of play on Friday.
Why didn't you pay her cash? You knew the car was dirty.
I had an inkling. When people are in a hurry for money, always pay by check, son. Gives you a couple days to back out.
Got a point.
This was all above board.
Yes, of course it was.
Did this look legitimate to you, Coombs?
I'm in used cars, son, not bearer bonds. In my business, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Now don't come on all high and mighty with me if you want my help.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Coombs. We need to continue the investigation.
Hope you sort out your problem with Mr. Harrison. Go easy on him, son. Boy's about as sharp as a bowling ball. He's built too low. The fastballs fly over his head.
Let me shoot this guy, please. You have a pleasant day, Mr. Coombs.
Honestly, I agree. Let me shoot this asshole so we can be done. Shadow, that's murder. You know we can't do that.
Well, Harrison might be off the hook, but we can still run an APB on Gene Archer. Get on the horn and call it in.
$11K to KGPL. Request an APB on Gene Archer, age approximately 25, on suspicion of grand theft auto.
KGPL to 11K, roger.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
A James Velasco is being held at Central Station on suspicion of GTA. Possible link to the Harrison case. They're waiting on you to conduct the interview.
Thanks for your help.
That's the guy. I heard he's an honest cop. But there's an oxymoron.
I think I just realized I left my partner behind. Holy shit. Hold on. Nice going, jackass. Well, gee, what would you do if you had to deal with something?
Well, I wouldn't need my partner.
Don't worry, we're coming back.
Here's a chicken and egg question. Do you think you have to be an asshole to sell cars? Or that selling cars turns you into an asshole?
You've got it in for everyone today, haven't you?
I've always got it in for car sales. Doesn't matter what day it is. And why do they always think they're comedians when they're about as funny as a heart attack?
Maybe the more annoying they are, the quicker you sign on the dotted line, just to get the hell out of there.
Honestly.
Empty. Should have known that Archer broad would have given us a false address.
We should go to the station, see what this Velasco guy has to say.
Honestly.
But if me and a certain character met, Detectives, Velasco is prepped and ready in 2. Another stolen car with legit papers.
Thanks.
I want to make homicide. I know you've got it made if you can get to that desk.
Okay, so that's where I go. Alright.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Crummy bat.
James Velasco?
I want a lawyer. It's my car and I got the proof right here. Take a look for yourself.
This guy must have escaped from the loony bin.
The paper is real enough, Velasco, but the car isn't yours. This pink slip is a forgery.
Alright. I know where I did wrong.
Where were you taking the car, James?
Blow it off, greenhorn. You'll get nothing from me.
You're a two-time loser. If you don't give me something, I'm gonna ask the DA for the maximum. You're looking at 10 years, Velasco. Kiss your youth goodbye.
I want a deal.
Keep talking and we'll see what sort of deal you're worth.
My job is to drive the cars out of state. Nevada, Arizona, sometimes New Mexico. With the paperwork they provide, it's normally a breeze.
Does the name Jean Archer mean anything to you?
Nope. Never heard of her.
You're a liar, James.
Say that again. I'm telling the truth. I don't know the broad.
So that's why you both have the same address printed on your pink slips. She's a mule for these stolen vehicles, genius. Same as you.
Jesus. All right, I know her. Stupidest broad I ever met. Always cooking up crazy schemes. I don't know why those guys use her. You happy now?
What happens to the cars once they cross over the state lines?
I don't know. I just deliver them.
Give me something, Velasco, or I'll take you back to the cells and tell the whole station you're a child molester. How long do you think you'll last?
Okay. I hear you. The cars get sold in Chicago or back east. Sometimes I bring back cars coming the other way.
Where do you pick up the cars, Velasco?
Warehouses. Mainly in East downtown.
An address, Velasco. You want my help with the DA? Cough it up, now.
A place on Industrial Street. I don't know the number. You're gonna help me out, right?
Keep talking, kid, and we'll see what we can do.
All right, James. We're gonna check if this information is worth anything.
And if it is, I need your help here, pal.
If it is, then we'll know you're a man of your word, and so will the DA.
I want to make...
You're Phelps, right?
Yes, I am. Look, can we do this later? I'm in the middle of it.
Ray Pinker. I'm with Technical Services. The pink slips are all real.
Yes, we know that.
There's only one company that prints them in California, the Marquee Printing Company. They've confirmed that the numbers are legitimate.
You've checked them out?
Sure. They're on Aliso Street, near the corner of San Pedro. The guy I spoke to was Lightval. Gordon Lightval. Here, I wrote it down.
Thanks, Ray. This is a great lead. We'll get down there as soon as we can.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Phelps, your GTA suspect, Gene Archer, spotted by a patrolman. Western Union office, 253 South Hill. Less than a minute away down the street if you run. Go! She won't hang around.
I don't care. I don't go into letting games stop.
This guy's got a screw loose.
Buddy, I'm dealing with a case. I don't have time to deal with your insults.
He's only a writer, so he can't really help me.
That's the guy. I heard he's a nice cop.
Wow, that looks like a beauty. Gotta have it.
It'll only take a little while longer, madam. It's quite a lot of money.
LAPD. We'll take it from here.
God damn it. Everyone's against me. Look, just let me get my money and get out of here, okay?
Uh-huh. Shadow, don't get ideas. I don't plan to.
You look sweet. How about giving a girl a break?
Why do I feel like she almost seems like Rouge? A little bit like a 1940s femme fatale of sorts, or bombshell. She almost sounds like Rouge, but I don't think even Rouge would commit this kind of crime.
I could be very nice.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Miss Archer. Stefan, call for black and white.
Just my luck to get the only hair sure cop in the LAPD.
The car you sold to Coombs was stolen, Miss Archer. There won't be any money.
I handed over all the right paperwork when I sold it, Buster.
Gene, you've blown open the whole operation because you were dumb enough to try to sell one of the cars. What do you think they're going to do to you? Give me something.
I was just doing what they do. They paid me $50 to drive the car. I made $2 grand selling it.
You made zero. And if they catch you, you're dead. Is that all your life's worth?
Look, a girl needs things. I don't see you looking out for me.
How long have you and Belasco been delivering cars?
Who is James Belasco?
You're lying. James Belasco. I don't remember mentioning his first name, Miss Archer.
Oh, well, I think you did, didn't you? Well, I'm sure of it. Anyway, I don't know him.
Let's see.
You aren't sharp enough to lie to me, Gene. You and James Belasco share the same address on your pink slips. we have him in a cell.
Okay, so I know the creep. The pink slips are real. The home addresses are always vacant lots. Bigelow is always boasting that the paperwork is legit and that if we stick to our stories...
And don't try and sell the car?
Yeah, that too.
Tell me where you picked up the car, Miss Archer.
Look, I can't remember. Let me go, will you? Please. What have I got to do?
Trying my patience here, Jean. I'll have the reporters down here and have your picture in all the papers. You'll have nowhere to run.
All right already. I get the message. I pick up the cars from a guy named Bigelow. 58 Industrial Street. Big warehouse, full of goons. Now you've got what you want. Can I go? Please?
No, you sure can. We've got a car waiting outside for you.
Some career advice, Jean. Get out of crime. Marry someone boring who has money and will find you captivating.
Is this guy for real?
I agree.
It takes a little getting used to, but yeah, he generally means what he says.
I don't think you're a fool. But what's my opinion against thousands of others?
Friendly girl.
Used to getting her own way.
Little did she know her feminine charms were useless against the impenetrable Cole Phelps.
She's not my type.
And what is your type, Phelps?
I'm married.
I know that. But you're not blind or dead inside, are you? Wait, scrap that second half.
I don't know. Blondes, I guess.
Hallelujah! The man is human after all. Now we're getting something. Yep, I'm with you on the blondes. Brunettes are fine too. And there's nothing wrong with a good redhead. But I draw the line at gray. You know what? I might have to lift that embargo soon in the interest of maintaining a free market.
A man with high standards.
The standards are only as high as the last glass of whiskey.
What a pig. Seriously. Oh, really? Shadow, you're not much better, so don't go there. You're lucky I didn't call you a pig. Well, gee, Shadow, let's see. You eat everything out of the fridge, you eat more than anything else, you talk with your mouth open, you don't really use a napkin, and God's sake, you make yourself look like a pig, you fucking clown. Do you ever show respect at dinner? Hey! Honestly, do you ever use a napkin, you barbaric fool? Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's find this industrial whatever. Let's deal with it. Alright. Sometimes it gets a little dangerous, doesn't it? Yes, sometimes, but not all the time.
Jesus, Cole!
Hey, it's an accident. Shut up.
Call for a couple of black and whites. Get Fleischer down here.
I thought you Marines were gung-ho, Cole. You have a 45, don't you ever want to use it? I'll take the back. Just give me a few seconds to get around there.
Phelps, LAPD. All of you are coming.
One between your eyes. I'm gonna put holes in you, asshole.
Really? So I just blew your ass up. So shut up.
Let's go front door. I don't want to get drilled in the back on the way out.
Get in cover!
How long do you think you can hold out?
I'm gonna put holes in you out.
Try the door at the end. I heard something.
All right, don't shoot! Keep your hands up. Watch him, Bukowski. He doesn't move until I've tossed this place. Marquee Printing Company. There's nothing like going direct to the source.
Betting slip. Looks like Mr. Lightfall has been on a losing streak.
Gambling. Really?
You'll get nothing from me.
Really? Really?
There are enough slips here to keep them stealing cars till Christmas. We've got a trail of pink slips and stolen cars that leads right to your door, Bigelow. You're in this up to your neck, but I don't think you're the man in charge. Make it easier on yourself. Give him up.
I do work on cars for customers. You charge in here shooting up the place like it's the Ballad of Bulge. I can't give you anything.
Oh, really? Oh, really? I don't think I buy that.
We know about marquee printing. You can make this easier on yourself by giving us your man on the inside.
I sometimes repair cars and put them back on the road. I need a pink slip to resell them. There's no problem there.
There are at least 4 dead men in this warehouse. A couple more. Punks won't make for that much extra paperwork. We'd be doing the legal system a favor.
Okay, tough guy, I get the message. Lightfall, the guy who runs Marquee. He's the big shot. He likes to spend big at the track. He owes people.
Lightfall, the guy with no luck at the track. Tell me about him.
It's one of the guys lying over there. You're right. He has no luck.
That's the best lie you can come up with, Bigelow?
Hey, would I lie to you, detective? I'm not exactly in a good position here now, am I?
No, you are not. Let's see. No. Hold on. No. Alright, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Evidence, delivery ledger. I just saw that in here somewhere.
Gordon Lightball owns Marquee Printing, a government print shop. He's losing big at the track.
He has these big government contracts. He's in hock over 20 grand. If the feds find out, contracts will be all over. Lightball plays ball.
All right, Bigelow. The heat is off you. Play your cards right and you'll be able to count your time in Quentin on one hand.
So what's going on over there? Let me through. I just want a quick look is all. Come on, I got friends who look at the examines. How about $50 for the exclusive?
Gonna take some cleaning up, that's for sure.
I wish it hadn't gone that way.
Well, they shouldn't bring guns to work with them. We didn't have a lot of choice.
You have to admire the barefaced cheek of someone who tries to blow your brains out one minute and pleads innocence the next.
Yeah, especially when he's surrounded by evidence. But guys like Bigelow spend so much time convincing themselves that they're not doing anything wrong that they actually start to believe their own bullshit.
They get sloppy. Bigelow, Lightball, all of them. If they hadn't, who knows how long they could have kept this racket going.
Complacency or greed. It's always one of the two that brings them down. Where'd you learn how to drive?
Well, looks like we almost got this case wrapped up, huh, Shadow?
Yep, pretty much. I still don't understand why you call me Blake, because you eat like that.
Come on, Shadow, don't you have manners? Can't you use a napkin? For once?
I could, but I choose not to.
Why? No, it's not a good idea. It's not kosher, you know. It's not very couth of you. It's very uncouth to do that.
Really?
Yeah, it's very uncouth to act that way.
Oh, gee, I'm sorry. I don't have enough napkins.
What do? Eat the napkins when I'm not around? Do you eat the paper napkins or something, Shadow? Is there something I don't know? That's disgusting if you eat paper napkins. Oh no! Oh, trust me. He's looking at prison time. Trust me. He's a complete wreck anyway. Alright. After this is done, I'll call it an end here, guys.
This guy must have escaped from the loony bin.
You're under arrest.
I'm sorry. Just what the hell are you talking about?
We found a box of pink slips in a warehouse full of hot cars. You signed for them, Lightball.
I signed for all the orders and deliveries. You'll need something better than that, cowboy.
Save it, Lightball. We already have all we need to send you down.
I've had enough of this. You either produce some shred of proof, or I call my attorney.
Oh, really? Oh, really? Let's see. How about you explain this?
You're in the hole with the organization. We know about the debts, Lightball.
I agree. I have a small problem. I'm prepared to help you in any way I can, Detective. I'll name names. I need you to keep this out of the paper. You
need to shut up now, Lightball. Gordon Lightball, I'm charging you with conspiracy and fraud. Hands behind your back.
The LAPD Central Traffic Division has today smashed a nationwide auto theft ring, writes crime correspondent, blah, blah, blah. Oh, here it is. Traffic squad detectives confronted a large group of armed thugs. After an exchange of gunfire, more than a dozen dead criminals were removed from the scene. The LAPD sustained no casualties. Damn fine work, Phelps. Now get out there and nail some more bad guys, will you? I want to finish reading this.
How'd we do? Missed one, but we'll fix that later. No, 5 stars! Not bad at all. Not fucking bad at all. Yep, we got it. Yep, Shadow. We got it alright.
My family runs a shipping business in San Francisco. We used to have 2 ships a week to Tokyo. We've been in shipping for 2 generations, Hank. I've never been on a voyage anywhere. I feel like Odysseus in the beginning of his journey.
The Odyssey took 10 years, Cole.
This is the American century. America can rule the world after we win this war.
We need to stay alive, Cole. These men are counting on us. Have you heard what the veterans are saying to each other?
No.
Golden Gate and 48. That's 4 more hard years of fighting.
Well, we kind of did miss one, but it wasn't that big. Oh no, this case. Oh boy. Oh boy. We won't do this case right now, but holy crap.
Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How was that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
See you later, fellers. Try not to work too hard.
Alright. We'll come back to this one later, so. Next case is a fallen idol. Well, that wraps it up for this stream, isn't it? Yeah, pretty much. We had to do another part 2, but that's okay. Alright, so I want to ask you guys a question. What do you guys think of this remake of the stream, where it's not lagging as much, it's not crashing by any stretch of the imagination? What do you guys think of this new approach? Is it running the way it should? Is it crashing at all? Are you guys able to, you know, are there no people flying all over the place and that kind of thing? Because I want to know what makes you all happy, you know? That's why I'm just making sure that each of y'all are enjoying yourselves. And yes, there was one clue that missed, but we still got 5 stars, though. So we had to deal with 2 sleazy people, which, honestly, the one guy I really wanted to shoot in the fucking mouth. I'll be honest with you on that. Shadow agreed. What would you think, Sage and Logan? Would you want to kill the guy, or how would you do it? Would you shot him, or would you just stab him to death because he's annoying as hell? Or do you think you would rather just burn him alive? Like right then and there, just light him on fire. What would you have preferred? Me? I would have just shot him in the head and been done with it, because he was really getting on my nerves. Shadow couldn't take it. He almost looked like he wanted to kill somebody. So, that's why I was just kind of curious what each of you think from your experiences. And I do apologize that the stream crashed, so didn't really get to do the outro for that one. But hey, at least part 2 made up for it, so we got better this time. So, before I play the outro, I just want to make sure I get your thoughts, opinions, and everything else. Yeah, I'm not gonna pull that against you. I'm sure you probably would have loved to punch him in the nose for that. I mean, even Eggman would get fed up with these people. I mean, geez, he's standing there for more than 5 minutes, he'd go insane. But man, is the guy just ugh. Because honestly, hey, Doom Powers could have worked. That would be no problem. I would have done the same thing to these sleazeballs. Honestly, I mean, you guys aren't wrong. I mean, at least you understand what kind of case we're dealing with. Because now we're dealing with a fallen idol, which is going to be the last case, and then we go up to homicide. So we'll be dealing with that next time. So, in conclusion, I will be running the outro. So, I will plan to do more of this game later today. So, thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And I'm really glad for all of you. Thank you, Sage. Thank you, Logan. Thank you, Akina. And yes, thank you, Savannah, for a brief visit. That's fine. So, thank you all very much. this is Shiro and Shadow signing out. Good night and God bless. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Bye bye.